Hello, this video is going to show you how to fill out the academic request form, which you might be using to do petitions for course substitutions, as well as petitions to allow you to take more classes in a semester, particularly over the summer. So you'll have the link. So the first thing is you can download it. So you can choose this button up here on the top right and choose to download. And then open it up with Adobe Acrobat. Now, if you don't have that on your computer, it's also fine to print the document. So you can print it and then just like actually write on it and fill it out if you need to do that, if you don't have access to Adobe Acrobat. So we'll download it, we'll open it up, and I'll just kind of go through what you need to fill out. So you'll put your 929 number in here, you'll put your major. So when you do this, it would be helpful if you put in elementary education, but if you put in parapro program as well, that lets us know specifically that you're doing the parapro program. You can list your advisor if you know who that is. It might be that you haven't been assigned an advisor though, so if you don't know who that person is, just leave that blank. Your name, the date of the request, today's date, your information here. Are you receiving financial aid? For the most part, people are going to receive financial aid. Do you expect to graduate this semester? For the most part, no. You don't have to worry about this piece because what we're filling the petition out for doesn't apply to that. So in most cases, you're going to choose this first one, course substitution, which is basically saying that Gordon is saying you need to take this class. And you're saying, well, at this university, I took this class and I think it's close enough. Can we potentially substitute them or make that class count for the one that I need at Gordon? Basically is what a course substitution is. So most of the time, you're probably going to be doing one for that. Now, some cases you might be doing it for this last one, which is an overload, because because in summer we only allow you to take 11 credit hours, but it might be that you need to take 12. And so instead you might say, basically here you're asking, can I please take one more credit hour than is allowed so I can complete this class? Now, you might have to do both. It might be that you're doing a course substitution and an overload. And in that case, you want to fill out two different petition forms. You have to fill out a form for everything. Also, if you're doing multiple course petitions, you need to fill out one per course. So say that I'm doing 3 course petitions for 3 different courses. I'll need to fill out a form for each one of them. And the reason why is because we might approve one of them, but not the other two. So you want to have them on separate forms so we know which one we're approving. So in this example, we'll do a course substitution. So then I'm going to scroll on down. I don't have to fill out this table because all of this doesn't apply to the course substitution or the overload. It applies to if you're doing another thing, which is not what we're doing here. And then down here, you want to add in your description of what you're asking us to replace. So I'll kind of give you a brief narrative exactly of what you could potentially put in there as an example. So you might write something like this. The Gordon required class that you are asking to be substituted is English 1101. Your proposed substitution is English University Academic Writing, and it's good maybe out here to the side you put what university it came from. And then you might say something like, I took University Academic Writing at X, Y, and Z University and passed with a grade of A. The content is similar in that it is the foundation composition course for the college, covering topics including basic research, grammar, writing, essay development. Um, I would like for this course to count for Gordon's English 1101. And then that way they know what you're proposing. You're proposing to take your university academic writing class and count it for English 1101. And then you just want to sign it here. Now, if you have Adobe Acrobat, you can use the digital signature. If you don't have it, then you can just like actually sign it physically or sign it with the computer with the computer program. So if you just needed to sign it, you can actually choose this pen tool and it might let you sign it that way, or you can actually choose this, and when you click on it, you to create a new digital signature, we would create a new one. We would just save it to the file, and then we would enter our information. So let's name it Amy James. Organizational unit, just put Gordon State College, student, and then put in your email address. So AJ12345 at Gordon State. and then continue, and then you would put in a password that you want your password to be when you do a digital signature, and then you save it. And then you would put in your password again, and then you can just save it to your desktop is fine. And then that will sign it for you. So you can go through that process if you have the ability to sign using a digital signature. If not, you can use like the pen tool, or you can just like actually physically, sign it. And so at this point, you just want to file save as and just save it to your desktop for right now. And you might name it, um, James Amy English 1101 petition and save. And then you would go through this again and you would fill out the same thing, but instead you would fill out the different course substitution. And so you would do one per course that you're trying to substitute, so that because it might be that this one gets approved, but your second one doesn't. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure to fill out each individual petition separately, save it as the document, and then you can send that to our academic aide.